Hey there, this is Ben again with Coaster Family Feud, looking at another itineration of season passes and memberships and whatever else coming from Six Flags over Texas and their new CEO, Selim Im-Bassoul, who was hired about November last year. We're going to take a look at all the passes, see what the values are coming here compared to previous passes, and should you go or not. Look at this to help you find out. The two-park season pass in 2022, at this time last year, for Six Flags over Texas and many other parks, was $79.99 to get you into the water park and also to the theme park. You know what? Came with parking also, $80. Okay, yeah, I can do that for my family, no problem. And matter of fact, we actually had a better deal that was offered to legacy holders. We got them for $50 each. Incredible deal. Appreciate that very much. Of course, we still had the Gold Plus member, the Platinum member, the Diamond Elite members at varying prices along the way too, with varying discounts and other advantages coming along to those things as well. The Gold Plus member, to me, the big advantage of that was you did get into all other parks for Six Flags. If you like doing those things, that was very important. Of course, then other things stacked up along the way too. Some brought more value than others, but those are kind of things that were available for those passes. Then, this past January, February-ish, they began unrolling a new set of passes. Those passes were called the Thrill Seeker Passes, the Extreme Pass, and the Ultimate Pass. And now for $90 for the Thrill Seeker Pass, you got into your home park. So really, that's only about a $10 increase in price from what the season pass was before. And that's not too bad. It came with admission and parking, and you got into the season passes. Now again, you don't get into all the other theme parks. You just got to keep that in mind. You have to only get into those two at your local theme parks. If you want to get into all the others, you have to jump up to the Extreme Pass, which was $159.99 if you're buying it at Six Flags over Texas. That gets you into all the other parks. And so for our families, we're going to think about that. Man, for 90, another 60, 70 bucks, is it worth that times four, $280 to be able to get in? We're just going to take a break. We'll just do our park, what we got. We're going to stick with that. Then you get even more benefits when you hit the Ultimate Pass of $299. And that came with 10 free meals, a few other perks and stuff. And so was it worth it? I don't know. For our family, it definitely would not have been, even if we had all the money in the world. Don't know if I would have done that because just the value wasn't there. You then, later on during the summer, they came out with some other changes. The Summer Pass for $70. You get into Six Flags over Texas and Hurricane Harbor through Labor Day, but it doesn't come with parking. And parking is like 30, 35 bucks. So you're going to go one time and park. You should have gotten Thrill Seeker Pass. I really believe, and I ranted about this in a previous video, they were trying to sneak in there and grab people and pull the wool over their eyes and make them think they're getting a good deal. Because you only get through Labor Day. Holiday at the Park, Fright Fest, not a part of that. So there in the summer, not too long ago, they were offering buy two, get one free passes. They're giving under a certain height free with the purchase of those. And so they're doing everything they can to sell those, can move those along. The earnings call came in, of course. Things had tanked, 43% drop in attendance from 2019 to quarter two 2022. They not as bad compared to last year or the whole year compared to this past year, but they were needing to do something, and their answer to me is not a good answer. Yeah, they brought back the dining pass, which we'll look at in a second, but here's what they brought back. A season pass, $79.99 just to the park. You don't get into the water park associated with your area. Like Six Flags over Texas, you don't get Hurricane Harbor for $79.99. You have $115 to get both parks. That's an additional $35 just to be able to get into both of the parks. That also gets you into all the parks. But again, for your local park, that's just, to me, that's, again, maybe it's doing what they want, driving attendance away, keeping people out. You move on to the next pass, Platinum Thrill Seeker Pass. And with that, again, $155. The Diamond Thrill Seeker Pass, $280. And again, I see absolutely no value from the Diamond Thrill Seeker Pass. To me, that is just makes absolutely no sense at all. When you add on the Dining Pass, and that's a whole another thing, and they've added this new Dining Pass that you can get for $135. There's two options. Be sure to click the right one that's good for all parks. If you're going to all parks, be sure to note that and grab that. But the differences, of course, now are 2 meals, 3 hours apart. We knew something had to change. That's not a horrible deal until you realize then there's another $35 probably to add drinks for next year. So if your pass now is at $170 for the dining pass, you got to decide, is that worth it? Are you going to go enough? Basically, again, take out the drinks, $35. So you leave $135 just for the food. That's approximately, about 30 bucks every time you go. So you need to go about 4 or 5 times and get both meals every time you go to make the dining pass worth it. So that's the question. Are you gonna go that many times to make it worth it when you go? You can figure that yourself out for your family. Also note that with all the new passes and stuff, they are good for 12 months. If you buy now, though, they end next September. You won't get Holiday Inn Park the next year. You'll be required to again re-up, and who knows what the price will be at that point. Maybe there'll be a new CEO. Things will be a little bit different. Anyway, I look at all the passes, the most accurate breakdown compared to this past year. Things will be different for each individual park, but they seem to be following a similar manner along the way. Some parks, like Magic Mountain, to me, seems to be an even bigger increase in certain areas. You still don't get your water parks to go with it. You had to pay a premium to get that, and you can do other places. So hopefully this will help you make a wise decision for your entertainment dollar. I want the best for Six Flags. I want them to succeed. I want to be able to go, continue to take my family. My son's run every ride over Texas. Most of the rides at Magic Mountain, many of them over Georgia, most of them in San Antonio. But we're not going to go next year. We're done for the year. If we're done for 2 years, this is someone I noticed on Reddit. They say, oh, I'll just go every 2 or 3 years. Well, that's what they want. Once you pay double or triple now and go a half or a third of the time, they still make the same amount of money they were. But their parks are more empty, and that's what they want too. Anyway, God bless. We'll see you next time.